about to get live like a wire. I said the whole stage on fire. All right. It's that time. It's that time, people. Talk some boxing. Talk some boxing for you, old man. Turns it in. Gets a bit of kip. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? What's up, Tone? Big up. Steve Robinson. What's up? Big up, everybody. I'll tell you what, man. You brothers across the pond, you gotta fix up that crap, man. Right? Boxing out there, it's an absolute shambles. Oh, you got Peter McNeely Jr., the son of Peter McNeely Sr. for Floyd Patterson. Peter McNeely, Steven to Mike Tyson like a crazy man. Yeah. You're a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend. He's definitely a legend. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. American boxing is a mess. Big up Bruce Gass. Big up Tone. Big up Steve Robinson. So he dropped your video in your comment section on a Twitter post. Okay. What video? Big up Lisa. Lisa Bellis. Right. This seems happening there. I don't want too much windows open. Stop doing this madness. Okay. Yeah, so we had Tank's questionable retirement. It's all tied into why the fight's delayed. With Freddie Roach's son, Lamont. It's all tied in. Okay. Young Rock, Badism coach. 11 feminine behaviors that you must avoid as a man. He's got a picture of Will Smith and another lady crossing their legs. All right, so that's feminine crossing you. I don't remember doing it. I might have done it. I don't think so, though. Maybe he's just comfortable with his legs crossed. All right, before we get on to both, we're going to take this one on. We'll see what you guys think. Is it overcompensating? Is it overcompensation about feminine and masculine behavior these days? Is Will Smith's pose feminine? I don't know. What do you guys reckon? We're not going to take too long on it. Is that a feminine pose? I've shared the picture. Crossing your legs. Can you be manly and cross your legs. You're saying it's not feminine tone, yeah? You're saying it's not. Oh, you're saying you cannot. Will, I mean, they're killing you out there, bro. They're killing you. I don't think I've crossed my legs, bro. No, I don't think. No, I've never crossed my legs. Big up, Lisa. No, I don't remember doing that. Crossing my legs. What for? What reason? Why? Because it is probably a bit. Bruce says you've got to give it a man spread. What's that man spread? It's all good. He's Will Smith in it. He can get away with that. I guess if you see entertainers, they can. It's like Prince and Michael Jackson. If you tell people that Prince and Michael Jackson, who are big fans, and I like a lot of their work, but if you told them that they're dressed effeminately, they said, no, they're not. No, they're not. It's just their style. But if it was another man dressing like that, they're likely to have a different take. Toasters, cross your legs if you want. It doesn't matter. Okay. Lisa Bells. I guess it's etiquette. Who knows? Says you can man spread with your legs crossed or not. I think lots of men. I think a lot of men do. I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, it is what it is. What it is. So yeah, Tank Davis. Tank's retirement. Is it legit? It's the only talking point really from the press conference. Did Lamont Roach have anything quotable to say in the press conference? What was up? Is Tank getting a bit tiring, yeah? He was speaking about the therapy, but he doesn't want to get it until he retires because he thinks it will take some of the fire. Huh. Why does he think that? Why does he think therapy will take the fire? It's not he thinks it will take the fire. He doesn't want the fire. It's not the therapy won't take the fire. He doesn't want the fire. He doesn't want to beat people up no more. That's what it is. He'll be using the therapy as his first steps to remove the fire. He doesn't want to box. He wants to make money, but he's not very comfortable fronting the promotion, in my opinion. And that's where Mayweather took a lot of the stress of Tank. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Bruce says it's not a real fight. He's fighting a 130-pound champion. It's not a bad fight. It's not a great fight, though. And they're going to charge a whole lot of money for the pay-per-view. Tom says Tank talks doo-doo. That's why he got the flies around him. He's doo-doo. Tank retired today. Would he be elected into the Hall of Fame? Is what Bruce gets to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. It's likely he would because He's associated with Mayweather. He scores a lot of knockouts. See, there's two arguments here: whether we believe he deserves to get in there or will he get in. See, I'm not going by what I think. Like, oh well, I don't like. He will get in. He will get in. He will get in. They will probably put him in. I guess the standards probably change from yesteryear. Yeah, I mean the requirements are not the same. From an aspect of sports entertainment, he scored some good knockouts, like Ryan Garcia is a good knockout, Frank Martin knockout. They're spectacular knockouts. Neil Santa Cruz, Rowley. And I'm not saying they're all resume killers or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but that's what they might look at rather than the fact he hasn't unified straps or he hasn't taken none of the fights that the fans want to see. They're not going to take. There's only so much of that they're going to take into consideration. Sports entertainment wise, he could get in there. He could get in there. And you got to look at the record as well, isn't it? Like, what's the criteria? Is it just hardcore fans? Or is it the perhaps casuals who know Tank and like Tank? He sells quite well at the arenas, doesn't he? Does a few pay-per-views. He'd probably get in. Yeah. Bruce Gass, Simon Brown, Vinny Paz, Marlon Starling, all should be in before Tank. Who got in recently? There were some boxers who got in today. There was 3 names. Let me go to Michael Benson's page. Michael Benson. Let's see. Now, how do I search in this thing? Where's the search bar in Twitter? Can't find it. God damn thing. Oh man. Oh, let me see if I can find it on the thing. There's a search flipping thing. Stupid thing. Right, so boxers elected to Hall of Fame. Okay, one suggestion says boxers elected into Parliament. No, screw that. Yeah, we got Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's in there. There was 2 more though. Who was the other 2? Manny Pacquiao. There was 2 more. Wow, Manny started boxing in 1995. I didn't realize that, man. That's a long time, isn't it? Flipping hell. Whew. Who's the other 2? Let's see if they got the other 2 here. The other Filipinos. Okay, Pacquiao, the 4th Filipino. They got Flash Elorde, Pancho Villa, and Lol Papa Sariel. I don't know that. I don't know Sariel. I'm not familiar with that name. Not familiar with that name at all. Let me see. Who's the other 2 guys? There's 2 more. Who are the other 2? It's one, okay, 1 of 3 boxes. Let me see the Bleacher Report. Okay, Michael Nunn and Vinny Paz. Okay, so Pazienza did get in there. Somebody was saying that, I think it was Bruce saying that Pazienza. Yeah, Paz got in there, Bruce. Paz, I've got a great interview with Vinny Pazienza. A great interview. That's that. See, the thing, most of my interviews are with old school boxers. I mean, tell you what, man, I watch the new school guys, but y'all gotta do more. You do more fighting, man. It's not that impressive. Like Tank, Tank, I would never try and get a Tank interview. It's not that I would get it, but just not interested. Not interested at all. Big up Anthony Mackin. Yes, man. Yeah, Michael Nunn, that's it. Well done, Lisa. Big up Anthony, big up Lisa. Yeah, Michael Nunn. Michael second to none. Wow. I remember the first time I saw Michael Nunn fight was against Curtis Parker on ITV. And he shut him down with an uppercut, boy. Mash up Curtis, boy. Yeah. Southport starts. Then when he banged up Frank Tate, that was a serious job, isn't it? Mash up Frank Tate, he stopped him. I think it was a body shot as well. Michael Nunn could really fight, man. Remember he stood in the pocket with Roldan and ground him down and stopped him. That was impressive, bro. That was really impressive. Was that for the vacant IBF title? That was really impressive. Very good fight. And then when he took out Colombe with the uppercut, because he used to do, you couldn't see the punches coming. He used to hide them in it. Bruce Gaffner's Jake shouldn't even be sold a ticket to the Hall of Fame. See, but if Stallone could get in there, what's the criteria for Hall of Fame if Sylvester Stallone could get in there? There's lots of people who never laced up the gloves are in the Hall of Fame. Anthony Mackin's was the least I watched out to Eubank Sr. today via WhatsApp to hear what he had to say about what if he had faced Michael Nunn, how he would have fared. He would have struggled. He would have needed a big punch to bail him out. He would have struggled. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony Mackin says if Sly Stallone could get in, then Jake Paul, I guess, if he's bringing money into the sport and attention, it's about bringing attention as well, isn't it? It's about who's opening up opportunities, I guess. Yeah, big up Vinny Paz. Yeah, Vinny Paz was good, man. Like when he beat up was it Gilbert Dele, a French guy, unbeaten at light middle, man. I thought he was gonna get battered. I told him in the interview, I don't think he liked it. I said, I thought you were gonna get beaten up, man. You turned him over. You turned him over. Um, yeah, knocked Gilbert Dele out. Dele was pretty strong, pretty good. He was what was it, WBC, WBA champion. Yeah, Paz was a good fighter, man. Who did he lose to first? Was it Howard? Howard, didn't it? Yeah, the non-participant category. Yeah, that's it, Bruce. Yeah, there's many categories you can get into the Hall of Fame. Exactly. Yeah, the Haugen fight was good. Anthony thinks that Ben would have beaten Michael Nunn by stoppage. That's interesting. He could have done. He could well have done. Like Prime Ben was an animal, isn't it? Anthony Mackin says Jake Paul has also been instrumental in promoting women's boxing too. Well, he's been instrumental in promoting Amanda Serrano. Eddie Hearn has promoted women's boxing. He's really brought it to light in this era. Give me 2 seconds, people. And of course, we've got to talk about Boots Ennis, Duckgate. You know what I mean? Turkey said that Boots gave him his word. He gave him his word, and he changed his mind. So there was a lot of people across the pond who started putting race into it, saying that Eddie set up Boots and he messed up his career. No, Boots had the decision. He had 3 opponents to pick from. Fundora was one, but obviously he couldn't get Fundora because Spence's name is still affiliated to Fundora. I didn't hear who the other opponent was, but Ortiz was the other. There was confusion whether it was at 147 or 154. Boots agreed at first, but then changed his mind. Changed his mind, which is entitled to do. Thurman might get the nomination for the non-participant category. He might well do, Tom. He might well do. Anthony says, me too, until I did some research about the various categories. Bruce says, Pat still hates Howland to this day. Wow. Yeah, Vinny's quite intense when you talk to him, man. Vinny's quite an intense dude, man. Yeah. Big up the beauty of the pencils. Big up the magnificent boxing beats and rhymes and the amazing chat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Big yourselves up, people. Big yourself up. I'm just boiling up some ginger water for drink. Sorry about that, people. Lisa Bells, I can't believe Ben and Eubank isn't in the International Boxing Hall of Fame yet. Will they ever get in there? I don't know, because that WBO title wasn't really a thing in America when they were battling on it. You know what I mean? They might think, they weren't across there taking on the likes of taking on Roy Jones, etc. So they might not get that pass. So Ben beat up McClellan, Barkley, good wins. Knocked out Doug DeWitt over there. Well, it is it's based in America. I'm not even gonna say it's biased. It is based in America. It's because they're more familiar. That's why there's more boxers from across the pond in there. They're just more familiar. Yeah, you could say American bias, Souza. You could say that. You could say that. I wouldn't even argue. Like, is Joe Calzaghe in there? I know Joe Calzaghe's there. Anthony Mack said, I think that Jake Paul's fans will clamour for him to be put in the Hall of Fame after all. Most of these inductions are politically biased as well. I mean, look at Sven Otka. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, but it's just a matter of some of Otka's wins in Germany that, for me anyway, which could lead to a bit of bias against him, I guess. You know what I mean? Although he was a unified champion, wasn't he? Oh, Joe Calzaghe's in there? Yeah, man. I've got to take a look at Beauty of the Pencils art. Tony's saying great skill. I mean, I just I don't know, man. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I like art, man. So definitely of interest. Definitely something that interests me is people who can draw. I prefer drawing more than painting. I don't know why though. I know painting is a skill, but I just prefer drawing. I don't know why. Although there are some excellent paintings, obviously. Damn. Well, I should say blessing. Look red already now. Sub to the channel. Bloody hell, you look like a real picture, the kid. Princess Jewel. The first picture, you look like I thought he was gonna come alive. Flipping out. People are just talented, bro. I'm sure you won't mind if I share anyway. Because you know what I mean? Hey, listen, check out Merv's channel, man. You won't mind if I share the screen. Good skills. Wow. Flipping out. Your shading is like, see, you know something, Beauty. When I used to draw, right, some elders used to, don't shade the thing like that, don't shade. But I wasn't as good as you, but I always used to shade my things. Shade is important, man. Shade is important. The shade is important. This is wicked though, man. This is flipping serious shit, bro. Little Afro Caribbean princess, realistic drawing. That's really nice. Wow. It looks like she's gonna come alive. that is that graphic, man. It's like, whoa. Wow. It's really good. It's really good. Wow. Oh, so are you live streaming that? Oh no, obviously, it's pre-recorded, but you right live though. Flip it out. Wow. We got a whole. Hopefully, he doesn't mind me sharing it. Yo, sub to his channel, man. Wow. Good stuff, man. That's some serious skills, man. That's some serious craft right there. That's some serious craft. Yeah, he's bad though. I mean, you bad. He might not even be a youth, but hey, he's bad. He's bad. He's bad. Take it. So the beats, Dave Allen is on his YouTube channel saying he's the most confident and sharp he's ever been. He's fully confident of upsetting Johnny Fisher. Didn't he say he was going to beat Fraser Clark as well? Come on, man. I mean, it's jobs for the boys, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Jobs for the boys. Jobs for the boys, like, you know what I mean? Give me 2 seconds to get my ginger. You know, this country ain't doing my ailments any good at all, you know. I know that for sure, man. When I'm in sun, I don't get no illnesses, nothing really. I'm fine. Everything works fine. But these winters are just, I'm just, can't be doing some of these winters. You know what I mean, big up to Helen back. Big up. Greetings. Yeah. Oh, you got family in Toronto, haven't you? Yeah, shading is great. Shading is great, man. It's like, yeah, man. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, appreciate that, Tom. Appreciate that. Go check out this channel, man. Although, I mean, I'll put it in the link and I'll upload it as well. I'll definitely link it and I'll upload. I've subbed as well, and tomorrow I'm gonna take a look at more stuff as well. I love drawing, man. I used to love drawing as a kid. I used to love drawing. You know what I mean? Drawing is very powerful expression. See, this is the thing, man. Like when we were kids, drawing was important, man. You know, drawing. You know what I mean? Before man, I mean, like gaming and stuff like that. Drawing was important, very important, bro. Very important in terms of a form of expression. Drawing. Good thing to get your kids into, I guess. You don't have to be as talented as Beauty of the Pencil. You just need to be able to express your thoughts and draw. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, if you work on your craft, then maybe you can get to that kind of level. But it's important, man. Yeah, it's very therapeutic, man. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. To hell and back beats. Who do I favor? Poirot versus Hitchinson. You know, Richardson Hitchens. I'm looking at the size. He's a big. He's not that he's big. He's so long, and Poirot looks small compared to him. He looks small, and it's all going to depend on Poirot's foot speed. I've already picked Poirot, but I'm thinking, this guy's got a wingspan on him, man. Got a long wingspan, and he's not going to be like Matthias. He's not just going to give up free shots. He's going to contest him on the sweet science. It's going to be a proper contest. Anthony Mack, and I'm sure I heard Gareth A. Davis say that he wanted to start a petition for Duke McKenzie to get into the Hall of Fame. That's interesting, Anthony. You know what I mean? Like, that's a freeweight champion, man. I remember when he won his first title against Orlando Bahol. I believe it was the IBF title. Another Philippine fighter. Who else did he beat? I think he beat Marquez. He beat Rafael. Didn't he beat Rafael Marquez? Not Rafael. No. He beat whose brother? The two brothers. You got Orlando Canizales. He beat Gabby Canizales for the bantamweight. Was it the bantam or super bantamweight? And he's a free. Who did he win the third title of again? Yeah. Yeah, Duke was a good fighter, man. Duke was good. From a fighting family. Duke McKenzie, Clinton McKenzie. Another one of his brothers boxed as well. His elder brothers. Yeah, that's interesting. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not gonna get everybody in there. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a lot of people not born on American soil who should at least have a shout of getting in there. Yeah. Okay. They were chopping that up, yeah, while you're driving home. Yeah, I can see Duke getting in there, like at least getting a nomination. To hell and back, yes. I know as of late, every fight I have watched there where the fighter had the shorter reach has been getting effed up lately. Hey, it's going to be interesting though. In Puerto Rico, it's going to be interesting. Paro's tactics, his footwork was spot on. You know what I mean? Against Matthias. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, man. What's the other stories? Tanking his lame crap. Paro Hitchens this weekend. There's also Char versus Pulev. Oscar Valdez is fighting this week on Top Rank as well. I don't know too much about it. Yeah, so Michael Nunn, Vinny Paz were voted into the Hall of Fame for the class of 2025. Yeah, Pacquiao. I'm so happy that I've been selected to enter the International Boxing Hall of Fame. This certainly is a wonderful Christmas gift, he said per Boxing Scene's Trish Dixon. Throughout my career as a professional fighter and a public servant, it has been my goal to bring honor to my country, the Philippines, and my fellow Filipinos around the world. Today, I am humbled knowing that in June I will receive boxing's highest honor, joining our national hero, Flash Elorde, as well as my trainer and friend, Freddie Roach. I am very grateful to those who voted for me, and I look forward to celebrating with family, friends at induction weekend in Canastota, New York. Yeah, big up, man. Freddie Roach praised him, comparing him to the great Muhammad Ali. Yeah, man, he done his thing, man. Man, he done his thing. Beauty of the Pencils Beats. I've heard your take on Tank retiring next year. Is he bluffing or just seeking attention? I couldn't care less, to be honest. Hard to tell, isn't it? And it looked like attention seeking. All right, I'm going to retire because you're not paying me, you know, what I demand, or that's what it seems to me. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you asked for 2 Ferraris when they were putting the paychecks up. Tank don't want to take the fights that will get him the most money. You don't want to take them. You know, getting that serious bag. You have to take them fights you don't want to take. Like, how are you just going to be bad mouthing Shakur Stevenson, saying he hasn't done nothing to earn a fight? Well, what did Frank Martin do exactly to earn a fight? What did he do to earn a fight? What did Rolly do to earn a fight? That's crazy. I mean, his next opponent lost to Jamel Herring, was outboxed by Jamel Herring. Did you see what Shakur Stevenson did to Jamel Herring? What do you think Shakur would do to this guy, Lamont Roach? He'd make him look like an amateur. Tom says, I hope Tank enjoys his retirement. I will. Me too. Anthony Mackin, I just found out that the Paul brothers have a boxing gym in Puerto Rico too. Wow. Wow. Anthony Mackin said, I couldn't care less either. I saw the headline of Beats' last video with Tank in the thumbnail and just kissed my teeth. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony Mackin said, I pray that he makes the dumb mistake and fights Keyshawn so that Keyshawn can send him into retirement. I'm not fighting Keyshawn, man. I mean, Tank is just, don't get him at all. Don't get him. They were saying he owes $3 million to the IRS or something. I'll just take the money, you got to pay your taxes. Tank Davis on who's more accomplished, Lamont or Shakur Stevenson. If Tank thinks that Lamont Roach is more accomplished than Shakur Stevenson, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shakur says, every time my name come up on the boy, get hella emotional. If you're that bothered settling in the ring, gangster, you know he's not going to do that. No, he's not going to do that. Well, what sense does this make? I'm sick of like them not regulating the videos that are available just for people to see. It doesn't make sense. Just like this dysfunctional mess. Like I reckon Twitter could regulate it better. They might have to change the format of it. They could regulate it. They could regulate it a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, why do I need to see this dude beating his daughter up because she had sex? I don't need to be seeing that. I don't need to be seeing it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't need to be seeing it. Hmm. $50 Cent explains to Cameron about Jay-Z telling Eminem and Dr. Dre to block him from the NFL Super Bowl. Tottenham lost again 1-0 to Bournemouth. Well done, Tottenham. Well done. Well done. Oh my God. There's only so much negative news you should really have to take in. Doesn't do you no good. All right, so what's the schedule for Eddie Hearn? Boots in a mega fight. Boots gonna have boots in a mega fight. All right. You gotta pay Brian Norman that dough. That's what you gotta do. You gotta pay up. You gotta start paying up. Give him $2 million. Yeah. Give him $2 million. All right. Miev's Colon, mother of Pritchard Colon, pens a heartwarming thank to Al Heyman. Yeah, Al Heyman you know, for 9 years apparently, has been looking after Richard Pritchard Colon. Yeah, been doing a lot. His mom's bigging out Paul Heyman, so you got to give the man credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the Lomachenko got robbed nonsense, man. Come on, man. Against Shakur. Stop with it, man. So this Tank and Lamont Roach. Tank, like he's really. Tank's just a strange guy. Oh, dear. You better lose. You better lose, man. You better lose. Andre Durrell calls out Anthony Yard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he could as well. What do you reckon, people? What's Tunde saying? Tunde, yeah. What did Tunde say? We had this Anthony's whole career talk. When it comes to signing a fight, they go into honeymoons or take romantic trips to Paris. Nevertheless, Andre Durrell, if you're really the Matrix, then we're ready to go to Neo Morpheus. You, my friend. What do you reckon? Andre Durrell versus Anthony Yard? Interested? Anyone interested? Yeah, man. Anthony Mackie says Tank's opponent has no confidence in beating him. His energy at the press conference says that he's being paid to lose. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a cesspit tone. The Twitter thing is a cesspit. You know what I mean? To hell and back. Yes, it seems. General consensus is no one would care if Tank retired from the sport of boxing. That doesn't speak too well of Tank's career as a whole. Pretty sad state of affairs. Yeah, it really is actually. Anthony Mackie says Yard wins on points. Durrell is shot. Mm. Tell him back. Nah, I don't want to see Durrell fight anymore. You see, definitely he saw something in the last fight that he thinks he can capitalize on. It'd give Yard all the issues he wanted, man. It'd give Yard enough issues. Enough issues, man. Even now. Hey, you remember this guy had a debatable decision loss against Carl Froch in Nottingham. Wouldn't be a bad opponent for him. Like Yard talking about Lyndon Arthur. I don't know. I don't know what's happened to Yard's career. I think the general consensus in the chat is that no, they don't want to see Andre Durrell. Everybody in the chat is shutting it down. No more Andre Durrell. Yeah, he's had his time. Andre had his time, man. That's what they're saying, Andre. You had your time. Oh, Oscar's done with the clapback. Due to hate on the robots reporting clapback, I will not waste time speaking the facts of have it removed. Happy holidays and let's make clapback Thursday great again in 2025. When was it ever great? was ever great. Yeah. People are asking if Tank retired today. Is he a Hall of Famer? Michael Numbers, the SHIT, until he caught that left hook from James Toney, man. That left hook was crazy, man. Undisputed doesn't always mean that this fighter is the best of his era in the division. It matters more on the names he beat and the route he took. In the way, he beat Fulton to Pardis to become undisputed, and while it was number one, it's only till his defenses now we are getting to this point. I disagree with that. I disagree. I don't care what the division likes. If you clear out your division and become undisputed, you know what I mean? I don't care what nobody says. You take all 4 belts, it's a big accomplishment. It's a biggie. People overanalyze boxing, man. And I'm not surprised a lot of people don't want to fight for legacy. Now they're telling people if you win 4 belts, it's not necessarily a great achievement. Of course, it's a great achievement. Of course, how can it not be a great achievement? Winning 4 belts, clearing out all the sanctioning body belts in your weight class. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. You got to give the person maximum props. You can't do no more than clear out your division. I wonder people, like some of these people, they don't realize how tough it is. You know what I mean? They think, oh, because, in their opinion, the people who they beat to become undisputed ain't great fighters. They've still got to do the whole training camp and got to beat that guy or that woman in the ring. They're not just falling over on the floor. They're fighting back. These are real fights. Real fights. Anthony Mackie says, undisputed is a massive accomplishment. It's the pinnacle in your weight class. Of course. Of course. That's what I'm saying. Like, people say, oh, Mike Tyson didn't fight nobody. Mike Tyson cleared out the whole of his division. Go look at the rankings on the Ring magazine. And Mike's beat everybody in the top 10s. Beat everybody. Come on now. Got to give them their credit, man. Got to give them their credit. Like Josh Taylor, he beat Prograis. Ramirez was unbeaten. Who else was taken up? He beat enough people. Like in his prime in that run there. Josh Taylor was that dude. Josh Taylor was that dude. He's on Matchroom now. They're waiting to match him up. I don't know who they're matching him up with. I don't know what he's got left in the tank either. To hell and back. Yeah, Tank probably gets in there. I don't think the bar is very high for entry into the Hall of Fame. I mean, especially if the likes of T.O. Devin and Ryan will probably get in too. Well, Devin's a former undisputed champion as well. Yeah. George Kambosos is an undisputed champion, isn't he? Wasn't he? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He tried to be undisputed against Devin. But yeah. Anthony Macker says Josh Taylor was the dude. Weight bullying at 140, feeding back to Conor Bennett's comeback. I wanted to see that fight actually. I wanted to see him come back against Ben. Yeah, would have been good. That would have been a good one. I don't know what Josh has got left. We'll see. Look when Eddie signed him up, when he's way past his prime. I mean, way past his prime. Josh. Okay, boxing scene is mash up, innit? Can't get on. Okay. Oh, okay. So Antonio Marco Barrera. What's he saying there? If anyone is qualified to speak on rematches, it's Barrera. Okay. He's talking about the Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez rematch. Oh, that's the fight this week. That's a good fight, isn't it? That's a really good fight, man. Barrera rallied from the first meeting loss to Morales in 2000 to claim victories in his next two bouts. He said Valdez and Ramirez need to employ considerable adjustments in order to win. Try not to do the same fight to avoid the same plan. Try and change about 40% of your style because your rival has already studied you. He's already figured you out. That can be easier said than done since we're talking about boxers. Boxers who ooze machismo, fierce pride, and hellish stubbornness to make their bouts a test of manhood. Valdez was dominated in his 2023 loss to Navarrete. Ramirez's loss was clinched by a tight margin when he was knocked down by Espinoza in the 12th round of their title bout in Florida. Robersy. That's the Cuban, isn't it? That's the Cuban. Okay. I'm a big Barrera fan. You know what I mean? Lawrence Okoli, heavyweight debut. They got a good card going on. They got a good card going on in London. BT and Frank Warren. Hey, did you see the size difference between Lawrence Okoli and David Adilier? Lawrence is like look like his little brother Adilier. Adilier looks small. He looks small alongside Lawrence. He looks small. Tell him back. Cambosos was unified. Yeah, he was unified. Tom says Yard will look a decent payday for a low risk opponent. Business as usual. Yeah, you know, like the opponents he's fought, aside from the world title fights, has not really raised the bar. I wouldn't mind seeing the Lyndon Arthur rubber match, to be honest. That's not a bad fight. Anthony Mack, and once you reach undisputed, really, there's nowhere else you can really go. Yeah, that's for most boxers. Yeah, that's the pinnacle, man. Undisputed. Yeah. Anthony said Yard's career will fade away, and if he does do business with Warren again, Frank will set him up against an up-and-comer with the chip stack if he gets it up. Look how he lost the Boatsy fight. It's Callum Smith and Boatsy now. Come on, man. Tell him back. I can't get over how different Coley. Yeah, he's big, Lisa. He's very big, a Coley. Yeah. He must be an anorexic at Cruiser. Tell him back. Yeah. He's just squeezing into in world clothes. Tight up world clothes then. I mean, try to get that bigger shirt though. You know what I mean? Anthony Rackett, Anthony is a very top heavy. I think it's artificially put on from lifting weights. His legs are disproportionate to his upper half. Yeah. He looks small compared to Lawrence. And I've got Dacres. I've got Dacres beating Adelaide. Could be a good fight though. Okay. Beauty of the Pencil said Lawrence is a big guy. He's 6'2" and looks small when he bumped into him years back. Yeah, Lawrence is big back. Lawrence is big. Hell yeah. Big man of Coley. Man, I'm sick of this guy talking about Shakur Stevenson, man. Sick of it, man. Like, flipping out. You're talking, what boxer talks about a boxer so much and don't fight him? I don't know. Crazy. Solomon Dacres. A lot of top fighters don't need to trash talk. You're saying that, Solomon, right? But you've got to talk up for yourself, man. Like, you've got to be able to talk up for yourself. Or you're just going to miss out on opportunities against fighters who do talk up for themselves. Look at Dave Allen. Dave Allen's on Riyadh season. Well, you think he got up there because, you know, he didn't develop some kind of cult-like following? Well, he didn't get up there on the merit of his hands. You know what I'm saying? John Jay says barrel chest Adelaide. He could be taking the embodiment of everything wrong with modern boxers. Yeah, he is. He really is. He really is. And then to go with that, you know what I mean? When he left the woman in the car crash to fend for herself. And then, you know, manhandling a couple of his female acquaintances and stuff. Just flipping, just not like I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna say I dislike him, but I don't have time for him. I don't have time for the guy. I don't have time for him. I don't have time for him. I wish he would retire. To be honest, no. If you're not going to unify the straps, then I've got to endure all that stupidness that you're doing outside of that as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyone who's a fan of Tank Davis is a really shitty person, bro. I don't give a crap what no says. Doesn't deliver none of the fights fans want, and then you like all the stuff I mentioned. He gets into now. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Herring reacts to Gervonta Davis telling reporters Shakur has done nothing. So what has Lamont Roach did? What has Lamont Roach did that Shakur hasn't done? Is what I want to know. Dodgy. Yeah, it's a crisis down White Lane tonight. Flipping lose to Bournemouth. Flipping Chris Billiam Smith's team. I mean, not being a football snob, but certain teams you lose to, just like, nah, it just don't sit right, does it? Losing to Bournemouth. Flipping, they ain't got a proper beach there. Bournemouth. Depressing. She's stressful, man. Well, big up Bournemouth. You know what I mean? Who we got? Caballero versus, what's his name? Zhang. Caballero versus Zhang is good. Beat Khabib. It's an imposter Koglu getting sacked before New Year's. Do Ange? Oh, man. Probably. We're just going through so many managers, though, man. Going through too many managers. What is the deal? Yeah, he spends too much time on Twitter, like you're saying, Andy. Too much time. John Jay, he said he remembers the day Tank could barely speak. Lisa, she's never been a fan. I used to be when he fought Pedraza, I was kind of like, yeah, Tank is the next dude, but it's just like Anthony Mackie lost to Bournemouth, so Spursy. To Bournemouth, man. Oh dear. If Jose and Conte couldn't fix Spurs, you really wonder who can to speak to people. Wow. John Jay. Zhang Piccoli was a much better fight. I like Dubois versus Parker. Parker's gonna give it his all. He does. I mean, like, you could argue there was a phase in Parker's career. He didn't really give it his all. Like in the first AJ fight, I don't think he had the confidence really. And what other fight? The Dillian White fight, he rallied too late, didn't he? He rallied too late against Dillian. I told everyone Dillian was going to beat him. Dillian beat him, man. But Dillian had to survive that late rally from Joe. But Dillian beat him. Dillian did beat Joseph Parker. People say Dillian can't fight. Dillian can fight. Dillian can fight, man. Dillian can fight. Beat Joseph, man. And Dillian was so adamant about that Wilder fight. Dillian saw something that he could beat. I don't know what it was. Everyone said, oh, Wilder would kill him, man. Well, Dillian didn't feel that. Dillian wanted the Wilder fight badly. He always wanted the Wilder fight. Jed Carl says Dillian is badly slept on as a top heavyweight of this era. I'd agree, Jed. I'd agree. You know what I mean? Big up Jed. He's back with Mark Tibbs, isn't he? I see him with Mark Tibbs. They're back together. Anthony Mackin sees Dubois probably winning on points. John Jay, I think White would have got chinned by Wilder. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he would have got chinned, but I think it'd a bit. But I could see him beating up Wilder, though. I could see him beating Wilder up. I could see him beating Wilder. You see, boxing is much about mentality, yeah? Boxing is much about mentality. And there's some people who look at boxers, and let's say one particular boxer is a champion and he's got a certain reputation. And then he gets called out by someone. Yeah, I can beat you. I ain't afraid. Let's go. And the champion, what makes him think that he can beat me? And then he's looking at the guy saying, yeah, I can beat him. But everyone says that you're going to lose. But this guy is just confident he can beat him. And then he starts getting in the championship. Boy, maybe, I mean, and I think that's what happened. Well, I think it messed with Wilder's head, bro. I can see him beating. I can see him beating up Wilder. I can see it. He beat up Joseph Parker. He beat Joseph Parker up. You know what I mean? He beat up Joseph Parker. I can see him beating Wilder. Jed Carl, even prime Wilder would have to catch White. Otherwise, he gets beat up and roughed up over 12 rounds. I think Dylan would rough him up until Wilder landed the shots. I think it's a bad style matchup for Wilder. You know what? Listen, you see, you know how you beat people. Listen, if you like, obviously, look, you got to protect your chin. But see, guys like Wilder, right? They thrive on fear. Oh, Wilder is the most dangerous puncher. He just needs to hit you once and put you to sleep. Wilder thrives on fear. He thrives on fear. You go in there and you let Wilder know, I'm not scared. He don't want to take the fights. That's why didn't he fight Derek Chisora? Listen, that's why Vladimir Klitschko didn't fight Derek Chisora. But Manny pulled him out. He said, because Manny said he didn't like the look of Chisora. He didn't look like the look in it because he said he's not scared of Vlad. He's not scared at all. He's got no fear at all for Vlad. He's got no respect. And he pulled him out. He pulled him out. I'm telling you, man. Telling you. A lot of the bullies, if you go at a bully, a lot of times you go at a bully, the bullies crumble, man. You go stand up to the bully. Yeah, it could go wrong as well, obviously, but you stand up to bullies. A lot of times they crumble, man. A lot of times they crumble. Feed Khabib, if White moved his head more, he'd stop Wilder. I think he could stop him anyway. I think he could beat Wilder. I think he could beat him. I think he could beat him or rough him up. I think he could beat him. Wilder's power works better. A lot of people with power, their power works good if you can scare them out. Like Mike Tyson used to scare people after death as well. He used to scare. Hey, listen, man, you scare people half to death. Half the fight's done. You've half won the battle already. Yeah. I'll do 10 more minutes on this and then we'll go sleep. It'd be a good fight though. Wilder could knock him out. Let's not get it twisted. He could knock him out. But at the same time, let me tell you how the fear thing weighs in to what I'm saying, right? Wilder, to knock people out, his feet have got to be set, planted, and he's gonna go for the right hand. It's not like he's got combinations or left hooks or different types of punches to worry dealing with. He's got the 1-2 down the pipe, yeah? If you're not confident and you know this guy don't fear you, then it's harder, then he doesn't set his legs the same. I'm telling you, man, you put Wilder in with someone who don't scare him, and he looks different. He'll look different. And it's not just Wilder, not picking on Wilder, but any fighter confronted by someone who doesn't fear them, they look different in the ring to when they're just rolling people over who half expect to get knocked out. You know what I mean? They look different. To Helen back, she said, I could see Dillian beating Wilder, but I could also see him losing to Wilder just as easily. It depends on what Dillian shows up. The Dillian White that showed up to Jermaine Franklin fight loses. Anthony Mackin says, ayahuasca. Wilder might lose to White, but not Wilder pre-Fury Wilder 2. Jed Carl, Tyson Spinks, a great example of this. Yeah, Spinks was like just so scared, couldn't get off. He couldn't get off. Lisa Bell, I remember when he used to go crazy and throw haymakers. Right, exactly. I'd have loved to have seen him. Well, why didn't he fight him then? Well, everyone in here seems to, not everyone, there's a few people who think that Dillian would have had a shot. But why didn't he fight Dillian then? Why did he avoid him? Yeah, man. Jed Carl says Wilder versus White is a fight that should have been seen, like Kovalev, Stevenson, Gamboa, Lopez. Yeah. Too many times this happens in modern day boxing. We never get the answers. Yeah, he was the mandatory for a long time feed and didn't get his shot. Anthony Mackin, we will never know why. But they were protecting him from Dillian. They were protecting him from him. Go take him on. The guy's calling, he's talking a hell of crap to you. Go knock him out. Helen backs it because Al Heyman didn't want the fight. That seems weird to me, man. Boxing's a weird sport. So you're a boxer, I'm a boxer. I start calling you now. I'm just not going to give you the fight now. I'm not going to give you the payday. But I'm calling you out all types of names, and you're supposed to be the baddest man. Listen, you go call Sonny Liston names. He'll be looking to get you up in that ring and thump you up. You know what I mean? This is a different generation. Different generation. Don't want to fight people calling you out, but you're supposed to be some bad man. Doesn't make sense. All right. Abdullah Mason says he will fight anyone. You need to learn your craft, man. I mean, man got put on his ass twice in his last fight. Ben Whittaker. He spoke to Radio Raheem, didn't he? He said he's going to rematch Liam Cameron. He needs to. He needs to. All right. Lisa Bells, he said Dillian was a peasant. Yeah. That'd be a good fight. Why don't they make that fight? Dillian and Wilder, make that now. Jed Carl says Wilder fanboys were celebrating the White fight didn't happen. How pathetic. Yeah, them people are pathetic. I got no respect for none of them. No respect for none of them. You know what I mean? They thought it was a victory by not taking the fight. I got no respect for them at all. Zero respect for them. Zero respect. Taylor back says the climate of the 70s through the 90s is not the climate of today. Yeah. Ben Whittaker fights like if you get Roy Jones Jr. from Timu, says Speed Khabib. Yeah. He's got to come back and prove himself, man. Issa Bell's the same with Tank. What has Shakur done? I can't be bothered. Yeah, it's just overkill, man. You know what I mean? Like, talk crap about your rival fighters, but don't fight them. It's just like, I don't get it. Yeah, all them fights should be easy to make. Tank, Shakur, Wilder, Dillian, easy to make. No excuse. All right, people. I have to get out, man. Put the heating on and go to sleep. Put the heating on and go to sleep. Yeah, man. All right, people. I'm probably going to do some hangouts on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do Char, but I'm probably going to, I don't know. I'm saying I'm going to do Richardson versus Paro, but that's an early morning affair, isn't it? John Jay, but the credibility of fighting Wilder now is about as equal as knocking out a bum in the streets as John Jay. Big up to Helen back. Yep. Tank didn't fight Devin when he was undisputed. Lame. That's lame. Someone is asking me, is it quadruple A, Yafai or Bam? Who wins? I'd pick Bam. There were some people who thought that Bam would just steamroll Yafai. I think it would be a difficult fight. I don't think it'd be an easy fight at all. But I'd pick Bam. Good fight, though. He fought a really nice fight, didn't he? That kid. Galal. What a nice fight. Anthony Mackin, he believes Bam wipes the floor with him. Okay. Well, hopefully we see it. And not too, you mean, too far away. Hopefully we see a fight like that. In the UK or America. What incentive would Bam have to come to the UK, I guess? And Yafai would have to move up to 115, wouldn't he? Yeah, any and anywhere, even on the moon, any and anywhere. You know what I mean? Just have gloves, will travel. You know what I mean? All right, people. Peace out.